When did you realize that life wasn't fair? I was 17 when my dad left for his third deployment. Before walking out the door, he handed me his Purple Heart medal. Take care of your mom and sister while I'm gone, son. You're the man of the house now. Mom had been battling lupus for 2 years. Some days, she couldn't get out of bed. My little sister Anna was only 12 and needed help with everything. I dropped out of varsity baseball, quit my weekend job, and became a full-time caregiver overnight. For 8 months, I cooked every meal, drove Anna to school in our beat-up Camry, helped mom with her medications, and still maintained a 3.8 GPA. I slept maybe 4 hours a night. My friends stopped calling. I missed prom, graduation parties, everything. But it didn't matter. My family needed me. 3 days before Dad was supposed to return, I got a call from Fort Bragg. There'd been an incident. Dad was in the hospital, but he was alive. They were flying him to Walter Reed in DC for emergency surgery. Mom broke down completely. Anna didn't understand why Daddy wasn't coming home yet. I held our family together while planning the 6-hour drive to see him. That's when the knock came at 7:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. 2 military officers in dress blue stood at our door. Behind them was a woman I'd never seen before. Blonde, tan, wearing a sundress, and designer sunglasses that probably cost more than a month of our groceries. "Is this the Mitchell residence?" the first officer asked, checking his clipboard. The woman stepped forward confidently. "I'm Stephanie Jenkins, your father's fiance. We need to talk." The world stopped spinning. Turns out Dad had been living with Stephanie in a luxury apartment for the past 6 months. He'd been stationed stateside in North Carolina, not deployed overseas. The incident was him finally working up the courage to tell his commanding officer about his double life. He wanted out completely. He wanted to marry Stephanie and start fresh in California, where she had a job waiting. The Purple Heart he'd given me, stolen from another soldier's locker during basic training 15 years ago. "Your father asked us to explain that he can't handle the stress of your mother's illness anymore," the second officer said, reading from a prepared statement. "He says it's affecting his mental health and military performance. He'll send child support when his financial situation stabilizes." Anna burst into tears and ran to her room. Mom collapsed on our couch, hyperventilating. I stood there still holding that fake Purple Heart, realizing that the man I'd worshipped my entire life was a pathological liar and a coward. Stephanie looked around our tiny house with disgust, wrinkling her nose. "He told me you'd all be perfectly fine on your own. He said you were very self-sufficient." She handed me a manila envelope, divorce papers, and this. She pulled out a restraining order. Dad didn't want any contact with us for 6 months while he transitioned to civilian life. They left 20 minutes later. No forwarding address. No explanation for Anna about why Daddy didn't love us anymore. Just legal paperwork for Mom to sign and a business card for some family court lawyer. That night, I found Dad's hidden financial records in his old desk drawer. Over $80,000 in Mom's medical debt that he'd been hiding from us. His military insurance had lapsed months ago because he changed his beneficiaries to Stephanie and never told us. We had 30 days before foreclosure. I threw that fake Purple Heart in the trash where it belonged. 2 years later, I'm working 2 jobs while attending community college. Mom qualified for disability benefits after a brutal application process, and Anna's doing much better in therapy. We're not just surviving without him, we're actually thriving in our small apartment. Last week, I saw Dad's Facebook post. He and Stephanie had a baby boy. He's holding his son in dress blues at the hospital, looking proud as hell. The caption read, "Finally have the family I always dreamed of." Sometimes life gives you exactly what you need when you need it most. 47 people liked it, including some of our old family friends who knew exactly what he'd put us through. I realized that some people completely rewrite their entire history to avoid facing what they've done to the people who loved them most. That's when I learned that a uniform doesn't make you a hero, and DNA doesn't make you a father.